All right, we're back and we're gonna put this bad boy together. Sorry, we had a quick break. Quick intermission to pick up the wife. She was just finished work, so we're gonna go ahead and get all of Superion, all the aerial bots specifically converted into their alt modes, which we haven't done yet. And then from there, we will assemble all the pieces of Superion together. So we have Air Raid, we have Air Raid, Slingshot, who's this? Skydive, and Fireflight. So Fireflight was the latest one that I picked up. Of course, Silverbolt, the big boy over here. And he has this big trailer slash like battle base that I don't really want to focus on this stream because I just kind of want to power through getting Superion built up, and I don't think I'm ever going to be using that, to be honest, other than the frame of the body. But you can see everyone here, all 4 deluxes. I believe he's a commander class, and these are pretty much retools of the same. These are retools of the same, and they join onto the arms and the legs, kind of like completing the skeleton. Or adding meat to the bones of the Superion skeleton. So let's go ahead and bring these guys together. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to go about doing this. I think let's save the best for last, which would be these pieces over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove we're going to put the base off to the side over here for now. Just get that out of frame. Let's go ahead and do Silverbolt first, and then we'll move and we'll get through all of the aerial bots together. So Air Raid, Skydive, Slingshot, and Fireflight off to the side. And let me know how the audio is right now. I have the music turned up to max, and I have the mic up to max too, but I don't know which, if it's overpowering or not. So let's go ahead and first, let's remove his gun just to separate the pieces. This is Superion's rifle. This is also forms as the gun for the battle base over here. And let's get our handy instructions out. All right. So here we go with Silverbolt. So get him out like this. The wings fold back, the head folds around, the chest cavity opens up over here, and then we take out Superion's head and we put Silverbolt's head inside instead, and then this closes up. These tab in over here. These 2 tabs go into these ports right there. Press those in, you hear that click. And the hands, they both fold back, so you just press them down and then they will tuck into the forearms like so. And it looks like the forearms, oh, we keep this open, sorry. And we swing this collapses into itself, looks like. Yes, so hold on. We gotta spin this around so that this can collapse inside. Just do one of these. One of these. And you hear that click inside too. So, alright, so his arms are good to go, and then we can shut this chest cavity again one more time. Just make sure his head has the clearance there. There we go. And then we take Silverbolt's legs and we turn them around, looks like. To the side at least. The legs I've already folded in. Looks like they bend up. Sorry, this way. 1, 2. Toes are pointed down. And let's see here. These come up somehow. There we go. Yeah, that ports into that side here. I think. Oh yes, just got to get the knee to bend on the proper angle here. There we go. Then that comes together. There we go. Same here. Fix that leg, bend at the other hinge. Bring that in together here. Come on, there you go. And bring all of this together. And let's see what happens with the toes. The toes point down, like so. And then we flip him, and the wings come down. Fold open. That. And then we take this piece and we pull this forward. Bring this down and clip that in. Open the front nose cone over here. Fold this out. Shut that up again. And then we do the back part over here. This pulls off the top and just gets flattened out on the tail. Come on, there we go. And then I think the last piece is the landing gear. So there's two tiny little wheel things here. So we flip this, it's like the hip skirt. There and there. And then there's landing gear also on Superion's head right here. So you can use these here so that he's stood up. I think that the head ports in. Oh, actually, hold on. I think I have his face backwards. Oh no, that works. Is his head supposed to face down? Let me double check. Nope. These can tab into the ports in his face. So let's get that. There we go. One. Whoops. I don't know if his antennae are supposed to come off that easily, but they aren't just small pegs, so no big deal. Let's try that again. Peg, peg. Okay, so yeah, you see the three wheels here. 1, 2, 3, and then we can have it as landing gear. I think the only thing is, I think that's it. This is Silverbolt in his plane form. See the Autobot insignias there. There he is in full view. Now obviously his legs and feet over here, that's kind of a symptom of any of the plane robots, to be honest. Starscream, whatever, whenever you flip them upside down, you can usually see the majority of the body, chest piece on the underside. So that's just the way it is. But otherwise, I mean, the silhouette in general isn't so bad, you know, if you kind of imagine this being gone. But yeah, this is our Silverbolt. I am just noticing some like scuffing or something weird over here, so I might need to take some alcohol or try and figure out what that is, if it's scratched or if it's just like paint residue or something like that. So I might just, yeah, use some rubbing alcohol at some point to clean that up. But this is one of 5 and the biggest of all Silverbolts complete. So let's clean up the workspace here. I'm trying to get isolated shots so I can cut this into shorts and stuff like that after. So I'm trying to avoid the clutter. So I'm going to take Silverbolt, excuse me, and put him off to the side for now. And if you're tuning in again, let me know how the audio is coming through, if it's good or not, if I need to change the mix of the lo-fi background and the mic. Both of them are pretty much almost at max right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at our buddy Air Raid. All right, so we unboxed this earlier today. Air raid looks pretty good. If you want to see the articulation and everything else, then just look at the last stream that I did earlier today. It's about an hour long, and it unboxes all the other aerial bots. In case you missed it, this is, again, all 4 of the deluxe figures that form the arms and legs. But we will go one by one, starting with air raid. So first and foremost, let's take the guns off because they will be mounted in a different position later. So those are his 2 pistols. First thing that we do here is we take the legs and they tab in. There's a port here and a peg here. Go ahead and snap these together. So we open up these shins. So this folds up like so. And we just fold the feet in. That and like that, so they're nice and flat. Okay, and then these tabs port into the legs, the thighs right there. So go ahead and click that in, click that in. Whoops, this one's a little loose. Figure out if there's not a lot of friction. So hold on, let's take a look and straighten everything out just to see if there's any misalignment or if that's like what's going on here. Yeah, it looks like that right thigh tab is not catching as nicely, but I'm just trying to figure out if there's any weird tension anywhere else that's making it bump out. Let's see. Let's take a look at the nub a little bit more. Yeah, really weird. So it might just be a small defect on that piece over there, but let's work through it. All right, so those are, well, one of them is tabbed. And then we take the arms, and then there's these small tabs on the side, or port and socket, whatever you want to call them, but those just get pressed together. We spin his head around like so, and then we open up this piece here, this chest piece, I believe. I don't know if that's the landing gear or what that is, but it says to open it. And then we take the top, this cockpit kind of area, and then we bring it up and over. Straighten it out, and then folds down over the head somehow. Just a sec. Oh, there's these 2 sockets here, and then these 2 tabs. So these just lock into place. There you go. And then the wings get folded down. I'm trying to see if there's any, yeah, there's a little bit of clearance here under the wing here, and that just wraps around that, and on the other side as well. Then the back part, we take, these are already bent down, we spin these pieces around the other way so they're facing the right direction, and then it looks like we fold this somehow. There we go. So these, come on, looks like they fold forward and they tab in over here. So let's bring this forward. one side. Let's get the other side. Come on. There we go. And this is air raid. So the only thing that's wrong and off with this dude is, hey, what's going on, Math? Is this piece that's not tabbing in. So I gotta figure out if there's a way, I don't know if there's like extra plastic on around here or something that's not allowing it to tab in correctly, because already I feel some kind of friction there. Like right away, like already here, it's already trying to bounce back, like it's already giving me some resistance. So I might have to fool around with this hinge over here and figure out how to make it sit flush, but this is air raid. Right, and then if we want, we can add his guns underneath these ports over here. So put one like this. The other one here, and now you have a couple guns mounted on the bottom of each of the wings. So that's air raid. So put him off to the side. Let's go ahead with skydive now. So pretty much should be the same, I imagine. We'll take his guns off, put them off to the side. We open up these calves here. Fold them in. So, and then we group these back together. Come on. There we go. And then we can bend these forward again, just like the other one. See, these tab in nicely and there's no gap. So actually, there is a bit of rotation on the calf. So let's try that. I'll try that afterwards. Maybe to see if that works a little bit better. Again, these hands go in, this hand goes in, you port the arms into the sides. Oops. Like so. Turn his face around, grab this landing gear, take the top, bring this forward, there we go, and up, straighten everything out. Fold it forward, tab it in here. Wings are down. These back parts of the wings fold down as well. This part folds, or rotates rather, around. You can bring it down a little bit more too, so it sits flush. And then we take the back and we kind of fold and compress this back area here. It's kind of tight to work with. Come on. There we go. There we go. Snap it back together. There we go. And compress all of this. Fold it forward. And then just press all of this down. And then this should just snap into place. there we go. Skydive. And I just want to take a look at air raid one more time and see if we could straighten out this leg piece here. Just a second. Yeah, it might be just the I don't know if it's the rotation, but I'm gonna try rotating it out just a little bit, and then I'll bend it forward again. Nope. Yeah, really odd. I don't know if it's the plastic, if I need to shave something around there. Because there's certainly, again, some kind of friction going on here. And I don't know what it is. Anyways, good enough for now. Oh yeah. Before I forget, again, we can take the pistols and tab them in here, in here. And that is Skydive. Alright, on to Slingshot. This is a different mold than the first two, so I guess slightly different transformation. Let's attach the guns. We will spin his head, and it looks like we fold this landing gear down, that little piece here. Okay. Looks like we rotate the arms. And then we turn this guy 180 degrees this way, fold these arms, so. And then we bring them up over the shoulder. Collapse. So there's these circle ports here, and they port into those there. So like this, and like this. Just squeeze it together. There you go. And we take this nose cone. This folds back first to straighten it out. So you have all of this flush, and then you fold it forward again, and then that forms this whole cockpit kind of area. Then the lower half, we just tab the legs together, so there are a couple port and tab pieces over here, so we'll go ahead and just squeeze that all together as one piece. Legs open up here, and then you collapse the legs inside. So, and then connect all of this, and then this closes up the bottom part, like so. Feet, you just point them down like that. Turn this around, bring the tail down. So. And then we flip this tail wing part up, like that. And now we have Slingshot. Take the guns, of course, and mount them underneath like the others. he is. And last but not least, Fireflight. As usual, we're just gonna get rid of his pistols. Come on. Identical transformation to slingshot, so rotate the head. Pull out the landing gear. Rotate the arms. Fold the arms flat like this. Again. And then we grab the shoulders and we push everything up and tab into these pegs here. One and here. There we go. Nose cone, we fold this up to straighten everything out and then fold it forward. Bring all of that together. Bring the legs together. Open them up. Collapse the legs inside. And then bring this together here. So. Just close these shins. This feet fold forward. Back tail piece folds down. Tail piece folds up. And I think that's all. Let's just get his landing gear and guns in place. So I'll mount these guns here. And this is Fireflight. So, Fireflight, slingshot, skydive, air raid. Yeah, this leg, unfortunate. Gotta figure out how I can fix it, but yep. And then, of course, Silverbolt over here, so we have all the aerial bots. Switch it up this way. All right, so here we go. This is the gang right here. All right, time to form Superion. Get the aerial bots off to the side, the deluxes rather. Looks like we do need to get this guy back into a partial bot mode, so we'll go ahead and do that. Take the nose cone, sorry, open up the front here. Collapse the nose cone here, just shut that. This back piece over here folds up. Kind of sits on the top here. There you go. And then we bring this whole section up and fold it, and it collapses on top. Tab everything in, like so. Bring the wings up. Flip it over. Bring the legs out. Actually, this might be already good or close to what we need for the Superion torso. Yes, so pretty much this is as far as we need to go from the plane mode to get to the Superion mode here. I think the only thing we need to do is spin his head around this way, like so. And then also the wings open up. And then this back portion opens up, and we pull this up and out, I guess, or at least everything here is just saying to keep this detached, to keep all of this open. So we'll leave this off to the side. So it looks like we take this base piece here. And it looks like all of this comes off somehow. How do I separate this guy? There we go, easy enough. All right, so we take this, put this here, these pieces come off. Okay, and then it looks like we take these two pieces also come apart. I see where this is going. I think this is forming like so. So we take these pieces and turn them in. There we go. Just do both at the same time, just mirror each. And then we bend and fold this out, up. Same here, fold this up, out. And then it looks like there's some kind of small tab here that we turn up or push in. There we go. So those tabs are pushed in. And then we fold the toe out somehow. Here we go. There we go. That's one. Two. And there we go. Two Superion legs. Get these out of the way. Alright, let's do the arm pieces. So that would be these two. So the arms fold down. So. And then we bend the arm. These collapse this. And extend. Oops. This extends like that, and this extends like that. So that's the original, you can see side by side after you do the extension. So bend and extend, and then port everything in. Now it looks like we have these kind of arm pieces. And then we have this hip piece here. So this folds up. This goes up. These legs looks like they come down. This folds forward, this. And then we form the torso, which is with silver bolt. So we take this part, open part here, and then we take silver bolt. So there's these tabs and then these ports. So we line these up. And then you lock it into place with this back part. There's a little tab there, so this goes down. There we go. And then we lock everything else in. So this somehow locks on top. Oh, I fold this up and over. Hold on, let's get this cleared. Come on. There we go. Tab this in again. I'm gonna try and tab it in first and then bring it down. That's easier. There we go. And then, how do I bring this? Looks like that locks in together. Come on. It's a tight squeeze here. There we go. that's locked in the back. And then looks like we bring this down again. Tab the backpack together. And then bring the wings back. And then this closes up. Everything gets tabbed in. And then we have the legs. So these slide in like so. This one slides like that. And the arms, these slide over the shoulders. One. Two. And this is the Superion skeleton. So let's go ahead and start attaching the meat to the bones here. So the arms, slingshot and fireflight, right? We just bend these tail fins apparently down one way or the other, right? And looks like they just come apart, so let's try this. Oh wait, here we go. So we need to bring the arm together again. Let's do this. Trying to figure out how to release the arm. Oops. Knocking the mic around. Figure out how to slide this bad boy off. There we go. That's on pretty tight. All right. So I don't know who goes where. Let me take a look at the box. Alright, so apparently slingshot goes on the left. So this would be slingshot. So we have to re-collapse this arm. Bring this all together, like so. Take slingshot and we find all the ports and tabs, plug them all in. Alright, so there we go. And then we do the same thing, and apparently the arm is supposed to help split the body now. I don't know how, but it's a lot tougher than I than I thought to split these bot pieces here. It's saying to just, yeah, like apply force this way. Wings go up and then split. So how do I split this guy? Hold on, let's untab this. See how it's supposed to work. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. I think like you're supposed to use this to kind of get leverage to split the bots, but that's really weird. Let me double check here. Let's try this guy, Fireflight, and see if he's any easier. But fold that in, put him on the wing. Oops. Okay, and then split. Yeah, see? This split nicely. So I don't know what's going on with the other side, but there we go. That works. So let's figure out what's going on. It's some part is not tabbing out. Just gonna take slingshot out here. Wow, that was really in there. Scary, actually. But let's tab this back in. Okay, that's all tabbed in. And then the top. Oops. This, connect that again to the top. Okay, I think that's one arm. Let's fix this side up because this should peg in here. All right, so we have 2 arms. We gotta do 2 legs. So these turn in, this turns in. So cockpit bends up and back. The head folds in. Wings fold up. Close this piece here. And looks like we just gotta open these leg pieces here, bring these together. Let's do this guy as well. Turn this around. Take this, fold it up, tuck the head in. Oops. Close this. Fold the wings back. All right. So who goes where? Air aid goes here. Pegs all the way in. Alright, got one leg done. That's air raid there. Let's do, who is this? think this is skydive. Plugging into the back left leg and then tabbing in his arms. All right, so we got some legs going on here. And then we got the arms. These just slot onto the shoulders. One. And this one goes on here. Two. And I think that we have a Superion. And he's a big boy, similar to Devastator. So that is him fully formed with all the aerial bots connected. So pretty big figure. Let's take a look and see what this bad boy can do. I think there's a couple parts that I gotta tab back in. Chest. Everything. Just wanna make sure all the parts are good to go. All right, so let's go and take a look at him. He is a big boy, of course. Take a look at his head on a ball joint. Look that high up, look that far down. On a ball joint, so you could spin it around if you want to as well. These antennas do pop off, so if they don't get scared, you could just literally plug them back onto their sides. Let's take a look at the arms. Nice ratcheted arms. Go up that high. Spin around. There's a cool little like butterfly joint over here, which is nice. Biceps swivel here, or no, not bicep swivel. I think that's just the elbow hinge. Whoops. Taking the arm off here. Get that back on. 90-degree elbow. And no finger articulation, just on a mushroom peg. You can see right there. Upper body, no ab crunch, but there is swivel here. You can move these hip skirts to get some clearance. Move the leg that high up. Running out of space on the camera. Leg goes this far back. Leg also goes this far out. Thigh swivel here. And then the knees bend, but you just gotta watch for the nose cones, which will come into contact with the back over here. I think you could bend them up. Yeah, you can move it out of the way to get that full 90-degree. And then with the toe, bends forward for transformation. There's no bend back, but there is a heel ankle pivot as well. And then last but not least is his gun. It looks like this guy keeps popping out. definitely need to do a fix because his leg wasn't, his foot wasn't tabbing into the thigh, and it's causing issues because now this guy's popping out of his leg joint there, or calf kind of area if you want to call it. Now this is Silverbolt's gun right here. This is the turret that comes with like the base mode. And then to form Superion's gun, well, you could either do two, like a pistol and a rifle, or you could actually take this, combine it, and then it turns into a larger rifle. And now we have Superion. Yeah, this is really bad, this calf. So I think I might have to replace my, I don't know if it's a skydive or air raid, whatever he is. I might have to get a replacement. But this is our big boy Superion. All aerial bots together. And for comparison, yeah, this guy keeps getting untabbed and I'm getting annoyed with it. So he was bad as a deluxe and he's bad as a limb. But Superion here. Devastator here, and you can see how Devi is bigger, which does make sense, as he should. But very happy. This is I have not had many combiners in my life, so this is a nice addition to have another combiner added to the collection here. So I'm going to go ahead and add these guys to the shelf, and we will call it a stream. Pretty much 2 hours, an hour for the unboxing of the aerial bots, and then another hour to get them into combine mode. All right, let's call it a day. I think that was pretty sick. I mean, the fact that I have both combiners now makes me very excited to just kind of share what we have from a combiner perspective. Again, I've been someone who's not really been a G1 fan because I grew up like with hand-me-downs of G1, which weren't the best. G2 had like really weird colorways, and I know I had a couple of them, but didn't really love them. Beast Wars is certainly the franchise that I think got me into Transformers, really reignited that collector passion for that. And I didn't really like any of the Chug stuff. I mean, a lot of the Transformers that have come out as I sort of grew up, you know, whether it's Generations and all the other types of stuff, like they were G1 style, but not quite right to me. I never picked up any of the Combiner Wars. I never picked up any of the, or I didn't really, I dabbled a little bit into Siege and the War for Cybertron type of stuff, and then I kind of jumped out of it. But then once they started doing the movie figures, like I definitely jumped on, you know, with Hot Rod and, you know, Prime, so that the Autobot collection has definitely filled out a good amount. I think that it's really, what was missing with Superion was, or my Autobot collection, is the fact that I have a lot of vehicles in their alt modes, but no planes. So the aerial bots coming all out this year was great. And then also, you know, I get a combiner out of that. I did do a Devastator stream as well, so now 2 combiners, and then now I did pick up Vortex, and Bruticus is certainly one of my favorite combiners out there. I do have a Iron Factory Bruticus, which is like a smaller, like legend scale, so really excited to get the Bruticus combiner once they release everything. And I know that I think Brawl and is it Brawl and Swindle, I think, are the 2 that they, or Vortex that they mentioned, and then of course there's going to be Swindle and Onslaught. So really excited for those. But otherwise, yeah, that was part 2 of the Superion unboxing and assembly. Make sure, again, I split 2 streams. The first part is literally unboxing all 5 of the aerial bots and just getting them into their bot modes. This stream went over getting them into their combined mode and forming Superion. So if you want to get the full experience, you got to watch part 1 and part 2. And if there's anything else you want to see, please do comment below. Really appreciate, you know, the channel growth that I've been experiencing over the last little bit. And yeah, other than toys, certainly, you know, gaming, been playing Hollow Knight, been playing Smash and stuff like that too. So if you're interested in any type of gameplay and you want to see some of those kind of streams and videos as well, then make sure to comment and let me know what you want to see, so I can make the channel you know, the way that you would like to receive it, with the content that you would like to see. But that's it for today, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace.